Attention! At ease. Attention! At ease.
Cameroonian youths continue to seek ways to sail through unemployment by creating job opportunities for themselves and their peers.
To have and keep its reputation.
We just put that thing away, or better still eat with some manners.
It's finally happening. Mike has asked me to come visit him so I can meet him and his other friends from the University of Boya. I'm a big girl.
Wow, girl. You are top class. Upon all the girls in Moliko, Mike still went through this bad.
Let those Moliko girls give way, because Ebika is coming to take over as Miss Moliko.
Moving over to Boya, which has become an incubator for talents, we will find young people making their way through in domains like fashion designing, arts and crafts, entertainment, among others. Every day, movie directors and producers are ensuring that young Cameroonians have the right platform to discover and showcase their talents and abilities.
It's been a long journey, over 10 years today. I started like an actor, and I had the dream to be behind the camera and set things straight, call the shots, share my inspiration with actors, and that is how I decided to start pursuing a career in film directing. I had some training later on, and I crossed to Nigeria for film studies. Came back and then did my first short film project, won a couple of awards, had a couple of nominations, and then went further to try TV series. And this is my second project as a TV series. The first assistant director, maestro, and then I took upon myself on this one to be the director. The title of this particular project is Candy for All, and this is the second year we have been shooting. We have done 2 seasons of 54 episodes, 26 each, and it has been amazing. We've had more than 70 to 80 characters pass through the entire series. That's the 2 seasons, season 1 and season 2. We've had young kids from like 16 and adults for like 50. So it's been amazing. I wanted to tell a story which is a little bit different, because I noticed if you look at the content market in the country, we don't have content for kids. We have content for adults. So I wanted a space where we can learn. I wanted a space where we can learn while educating. So Candy for All is a piece where we tend to entertain, educate, and bring in our happy life into the screen. So Candy for All is a story where young people, high school, love, war, all the joy that has to come with being an adolescent, the young person. So it's bringing everything to one.
Oh, I am not tasting alcohol anytime soon. I promised myself until I clock 18, big no to alcohol.
I'll say we are doing a lot impacting. Just having a dream is one thing, and living that dream is another thing. I can say that is one of the highest impacts we have.
This equally gives them an opportunity to carve out their career path as they grow.
We are making sure that actors are living their dream life, because if you look around, we're trying to make sure the production is up to standard, from our pre-production to production to post-production, from welfare, costume, everything. We are making sure actors don't only act, but they taste what real acting is like. So we are making sure they're living their dreams on set. The entertainment industry in particular is a huge industry. It has a lot to do with the development of the country, both financially, sustainably. It has a lot to contribute. I believe if we start young, and in 10 years we are still young doing what we are doing, we'll be better actors, we'll be better professionals. You can't start building a career at old age. If you start building a career at 30, it's going to be a problem. But if we start building our careers at, let's say, 15, And before we are like 25, we are 10 years into the career already. That is a lot. So if we can start building the young persons now, and they are still young later on and start making money, I think it's a good thing. Entertainment is very rich. If the young people can get paid real well, then this is work. It's not just fun, this is work. People earn millions from this, so, and you don't pay people who don't know what they are doing millions. You can only pay professionals, people who know what they are doing. So if by 20, these kids are earning maybe 500,000 for a project, it's good. And maybe by 25, they are earning $1 million per project. It's good. That's alleviating poverty.
The desire to be outstanding in fashion is keeping fashion designers on their toes. For this artist and a fashion designer, her fondness for beauty and whatever is unique has given her a face in the society.
I did accounting in my secondary school. I did not really want to continue with it because I wanted to follow my passion. So I'm that kind of a person who loves creativity. So, and in the form of creativity, I decided to go in for fashion design because I love my things to be in a different way and I love to look good in a different way. I have to apply to one school who does fashion design, even though it's an Italian university. So from there, when I did a bit of fashion design, then after that, I started sewing. Then I wanted to do the sewing and to modify it in such a way that it should be different from what other people are doing. By so doing it, I discovered that, okay, I can modify it myself. So by the time I started painting, I discovered that some people love it and others have started doing the painting as well. But now the paintings differs because mine, I do paintings with hand, but most of them they are doing by this digitalized painting. I sell mostly online, my social media platforms. Then during exhibitions, whenever we're having exhibitions, for example, like we used to have Festac, and whenever we're having little exhibition here in Southwest, even in Yaoundé, I will try to attend all those exhibitions that are taking place so that I can advertise myself. This is what has been sustaining my life. That's where I feed, I pay my house, and that's the reason why I'm still working at home because I don't really have the much capital to go and get a shop outside there. Yeah, so, but I believe I'm working by so doing it, I'm growing, and I know that with time I will get a shop.
Today, she is among those empowering other youths with life skills and also making Cameroon proud out there.
I have people that I'm training, and to accommodate all of them in the house is kind of difficult. I have one person as a worker, then 4 people that are learning. I've been doing this for 4 years now, so I'm from the level where I started and the level that I am now, I think I've actually improved. One of the challenges that I'm facing is actually to have workers that I can work with, like to have somebody that I can rely on, that can assist you when you have command, and also space, the working space. Because if I have a workshop, I think I can accommodate so many people. But now that I don't have a workshop, I cannot accommodate so many people who want to learn. My greatest dream is to have a big company where I can train people, especially the less privileged, like to help them develop their dreams and to discover their talent, especially here in our country. Because there are so many people out there, especially the youth out there, that they love to do something, but they don't even know what they want to do. But if people like us go out there and like educate them on what to do and teach them how they are going to go about it, I think we are going to make a better Cameroon. I love to train others. Because most of the people that are learning from me, it's not like they are paying me. There are people that I just met them at the roadside and I see that they are not doing anything. So I have to encourage them in one way or the other, especially girls' children. I don't like seeing girls staying like that without doing anything. So I encourage them that even if they don't have money to pay, they can come. I will teach them for free so that they can better up their lives.
It is interesting to see Little Fingers contribute to sustaining the food chain in Cameroon, which is a link between all actors in the agricultural sector. That is, from producers to transformers, marketers, and researchers. Their capacity to envisage opportunities in this sector is because agriculture is part of their curriculum of studies.
If we don't help them as they are young like this to learn how to touch mud, when they are grown up, they will see agriculture as it is something for the poor. They will not know the benefits of agriculture.
I love agriculture because it makes me live a settled life, and that's what my grandfather told me, that agriculture is very good. After cultivating our crops and harvesting, we can sell and gain money from it.
I love doing agriculture because when you plant your crops, you can have money and pay your school fees. We plant vegetables, green, tomatoes, and carrots. In the future, I want to be a nurse. I'll create a time for nurse and I'll also create a time for agriculture.
Don't carry, just touch.
I'm not touched.
Wait.
Stop. Bend it up. Oh my God. Hold it as
Grooming small minds for a big future is their mission statement. Not only are children introduced into agriculture from nursery school, they are at the same time ushered into the world of technology.
We have decided to replace the books with the e-library system, which was customized by the help of our international volunteers. They come here each day. They benefit from thousands of books loaded onto our computer system. It is relevant because what they watch is very important. It's not just about the classroom education, but we are doing our best to make sure children get to learn practical lessons when it comes to the IT environment. We focus on real life skills because we are living in a moment where jobs are limited. So what we do here, we are building a new breed of children where if they step out of this institution, they will be able to fend for themselves.
Equipping children with the ability to transit smoothly from school to work is the value chain strategy most needed in our society.
In their classrooms, they have what they call classroom companies. Each class runs a company. They elect their president, their financial secretary, and their treasurer. And at the level of that class, they decide on which type of company to run, and they give it a name. It can be sweet popcorn, it can be sweet cake, it can be Android, let me say fish pile. So you find the children busy with these companies. This goes a long way to enhance in the children management skills. The children run a banking system. We call it Daily, where a child is taught how to keep money. Any amount that you have. We have the treasurer, the president, the secretary, who you see them moving around every day during break with their books. And you find teachers and children saving their monies, and the children will keep this money. And at the end of every term, you find the children bringing this money to share back to their friends. Also in this their scheme in school, people can borrow. You are free to borrow. Maybe you come to school, and then at the end of the day, you discover that you don't have transport to go back home. You can go to that scheme and borrow something, and then the following day you come back and refund it. At times, a child will come to school and realize that the exercise book is finished. The child will go there and borrow about 200 francs to get a book that will help him in the classroom.
You must
Cameroon is known for its exceptional landscape. This can be seen through the beautiful layout of one of its cities, Limbe, the town of friendship. Not only known for its hospitality, Limbe equally harbors charming touristic sites. Even more interestingly is the significantly growing number of youths who are exploiting the potentials of the private sector to fight against unemployment.
But never give up, as God continue to bless you, you will have so many enemies, but never give up. Not gonna tell me what's your chief for this life.
Together with the council, they are working endlessly to give Limbe an architectural facelift.
Limbe is a town of friendship and opportunity. And the slogan for this mandate and beyond is building together. And it gives the opportunity for everybody to come on board to build. The city council is very, very accommodative when it comes to youth and development. But with the beauty of Limbe, the young people have inculcated that same dynamism to produce only beautiful infrastructure. We have wonderful youths. Their architectural designs are always admired, because in Limbe you cannot just put any kind of structure. When we say Limbe is a town of friendship and opportunity, they want to exploit that opportunity that they find here. I cannot finish without telling you that the elders are really supporting us, the youths, because they have seen a lot of sense of responsibility in doing what we are doing.
The real estate business is one of those areas in the private sector that is fast growing. It has a huge capacity to absorb both the skilled and unskilled workforce.
So construction is something that I've been doing for some time. We work with highly, I would say, professional architectural engineers, builders, to the lowest level of what we call locally manœuvres. They are all professionals in the different sectors. So I come in just like the CEO, which is the head of the company.
He has been empowering us in many activities like concerning real estate business. Many things have been changed physically, financially. One of the things that we achieved to create all of us a bank account that we can be saving money. I have 4 children. Annually to pay their school fees about 600,000. So if you can see they are going to school, means that I'm fine here.
I saw a neighbor of mine who was dressing in this attire. So I love the way he lives his life, and I was asking, where are you really working there? You look good in front of me. And he told me that he's working in a company called Property King Estate here in Limbe. So I said, please, I'm also a technician. So I don't know if I can be introduced to the company. So one morning he took me there and they gave me a test, and I tried my best with all the corrections given by the company. So they took me like someone that they can bring it up.
Being able to blend what can be referred to as classical education with basic skills, this young CEO continues to provide job opportunities for other youths.
You will have so many enemies, but never give up.
I studied political science in the University of Buea, and as most youths in Cameroon, when going to school, during that period of active education in school, one will mostly always have multiple ideas in the head of what you intend or what you feel that you want to become. And I also happen to be one of those young Cameroonians who doesn't believe in I must travel abroad for me to make something for myself. I believed that I could still make something happen for myself if I stay in Cameroon, if I stay focused, and if I look for something which I know I have love for it. So, in that period of time, the only thing I'd looked around that I could do, which I think I was good at, was construction. Success is no magic. One of our future plans that we have, if we can be able to construct houses for the average class citizen in Cameroon, especially the teachers. Recently, I was also thinking about the military men, those that go on retirement, because I did a study and I realized that during active service, some of them, they are very comfortable because they stay in barracks. They really don't think about life after retirement. And when they definitely go on retirement, because nobody will work forever, when they go on retirement, you realize that their level of frustration is so visible that everyone can see. So I thought of them same way like I've been thinking about the teachers. If we could be able to build low-cost houses that we can work with the Ministry of maybe basic education or secondary education, teachers can come in, they get those houses at a very low cost. And we work with these different ministries. We get a payment plan where, for example, every month when the salaries are coming, they could just do maybe a 10 or a 15% cut from the salary. And if you look at that before they finally go on retirement, most of them must have been able to finish paying for such properties. And I mean, it's going to be a happy thing because it's always a good thing when you live in a house which is yours, especially when you go on retirement. Our plea is that if there is a way, if the government can see what they can do about real estate companies like ourselves, they can allocate or give us a means, a way out to have these plots of land. It must not be in the center of a town. It can be in any area, because when development goes, other people will follow. Real estate is that one aspect that takes development into the interior so rapidly. So if we can get these plots of land, we can start constructing these houses on. And if it's coming from the state, then definitely it's going to be far much preferable than buying it from a local person around, because that's another problem we face, the cost of land. It is never fixed. People sell lands based on how they think is profitable to them, but in other countries, it is not done like that. You have particular areas where you can say in this area, a meter square of land is being sold for 11,000, and that is how you will buy in every other place around that area.
As God continue to bless you, you will have so many enemies, but never give up. Not gonna tell me what's your shit for this life.
No country in the world employs all its citizens in the public sector, and Cameroon is no exception. As such, youth have a major role to play in creating an enabling environment for the development of their country through their actions, mentality, and creativity. All these are tools needed to become impactful development actors.
You were so strong, you faced your fears, you stood up.